Hey everyone, my name is Priscilla. I am better known as MakeupJunkie88. So I'm here. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick intro for myself. One of the things they asked us to, Wendy asked us to do was go ahead and just kind of how I got into makeup, and then I'm going to go ahead and answer 13 questions, and then after that I should be done. So just really quick, I got into makeup when I was really young. I used to watch my mom put on makeup. She was very girly, and she always put on makeup no matter what. She never left the house without her makeup on. Whether she was sick, you know, she felt like crap, whatever the case may be, she always had her makeup on. What she used to do with me is she used to just kind of give me all of her like the makeup she didn't want and stuff like that, so I would just play around with it. My dad was the one that didn't like me playing around with it. He was very strict with me. My mom was always the one to be like, oh, just go ahead and do it, and don't worry about your dad, I'll take care of him. So I started wearing makeup in 5th grade, and it was just blush and lipstick. Back then glosses weren't a thing like the way they are now. So 7th and 8th grade year, it was still mascara, blush, lipstick, and then I busted out with the eyeliner. And usually it was just in the waterline, and then that's when I perfected the winged outliner. So by that time, I think the first time I filled in my eyebrows, I was a sophomore. My friend Eileen showed me how to fill those in, and then Eileen also helped me learn how to do eyeshadow and things like that. So I really got into it a lot. By the time I was a junior, the end of my junior year, I ended up getting pregnant, so I had to really put a lot of the things in the back seat that I really love, which was makeup. One of them was makeup. I was going to go to school to be a cosmetologist and things like that, and me and my brother had planned to open up a business because he's a cosmetologist, and you know, my Nina was going to get involved too because she's a nail technician, and you know, all sorts of things. But a year and a half ago is when I started getting back into makeup, and so, you know, and I'm here now. I started a beauty blog, I started YouTubing, things like that, so I'm here now. Answer 13 questions, and these are the questions that they, that we're going to answer. So, the first one is, what do you order at Starbucks? I order a mocha frappuccino with a lemon pound cake, no matter what. The pound cakes are the ish. Oh, I love those. Those things are delicious. What's the one thing in your closet that you cannot live without? I cannot live without my jeans. I have to have my jeans. I am a simple t-shirt, jeans, tennies type of person, and can't live without my jeans. What's the one thing that most people probably wouldn't know about you? A few things that people wouldn't know about me was that I always wanted to be a hip-hop dancer ever since I was small. I used to watch my brother and my cousins break dance and things like that on the cardboard, you know, box thing. You know, they used to break it up, put it on the street, and used to, you know, do head spins and all those crazy things. And I wanted to do that, except I was like, I don't know, I didn't have the guts to do it. Especially when I wanted to learn how to do it, they would just look at me like I was dumb because I'm a girl. You know, that's just the way they were. That. Name one thing that you want to do before you die. The one thing I want to do before I die is my fear of planes. I guess take away the fear of planes. When I was small, I had watched that movie La Bamba, and that really scared the crap out of me. You know, like the whole plane crash thing and all that. And then to make matters worse, 9/11 came. That didn't help enough, and I was just like, oh man. The last thing was that my freshman year, I still hold it in my head now because I'm like the most dumbest person in the world, but there used to be a boy I was dating, and he used to be really into the Ouija board, or so he said. I never saw him, but you know, he said, and he told me that he had asked how I was gonna die, and I was gonna be 34, and I was gonna die in a plane crash. So that just added to my fear, and I was like, oh my god, I know I'm stupid for listening, but I was young and I believed everything that was told to me. So a lot of times it was like, it still sticks in my head until this day, that I'm just like, wow. And I'm like, what, 32? So no, oh my god, I'm making myself older than I am. I'm only 31, so I'm thinking, wow, I only have like 3 more years to live. But I know it's dumb, but you know, I have a really big fear of flying, so I hope, you know, to get over that before I die. What is one food you cannot live without? That would be homemade Mexican food, and that's like going to your abuelita's house, getting some frijoles, some arroz, you know, cocinamos some flauta, some homemade tortillas. That's what I can't live without. That's awesome. What is the quote phrase you do you live by? Oh, do you live your life by? Sorry, I don't have like a specific quote. There's a lot of quotes that I do love. The one that I hold dear to me is that you love me or hate me. That's all there is to it. There is no in between with Priscilla. It's either you love me or you hate me, and it's the same that goes for anybody else. I can't be like, oh, she's alright sometimes, but you know, she's a real big, you know, B or whatever, or I can't stand her, but on some days I can. It's either you love the person or you hate them. What do you like and dislike about the YouTube community? What I like about YouTube is I've learned a lot on YouTube when it comes to any kind of makeup or anything like that. I've learned a lot. And I remember I wanted to go to an online makeup school, and I had Twittered it and asked the question, you know, is it worth it? And this one girl, Beverly, she goes, why would you spend so much money on that when you learn the same amount of stuff on YouTube and it's for free? And you know what, she was right. It's like everything I've learned or I've improved on or anything like that has to be from YouTube, you know? And as for disliking YouTube, it's just all the negativity. It's ridiculous. There's just some people out there that are just like plain out mean. I'm thinking to myself like, dude, do you have anything better to do with yourselves than have to put everybody else down? You know, things like that. That's just the hardest part. That honestly, it's just all the negativity, or you know, when you see a dislike on your, you know, on your video, or you see a rude comment or anything like that, you know. So what's your number one most listened to song on iTunes? I don't listen to iTunes. I don't have iTunes. I don't like iTunes. I don't know. I don't listen to a certain group or anything like that. I love all types of music. I love old school 80s, like Air Supply, you know, things like that. I love 90s. I love rap, but I love old school rap. I love like NWA, like Dr. Dre, you know, LL Cool J, Ice Cube, things like that. I like that kind of stuff. I don't like any of this new Wakala Fakala, and I don't know what the hell my daughter listens to. All this crazy music, you know. I'm not a big fan like of Nicki Minaj and all those. I just don't know. I'm just not a big fan because I just think music nowadays just all sounds the same, just different lyrics on it. I love house music. That's just gonna be my favorite one. It's just house music. I love oldies. Just like if you're listening to my MP3 player, it's a mixture of everything. You know, from Mexican music to like Aventura to like Los Tigres del Norte. You know, things like that. And so it's just various. I don't have a certain one. What kind of style would you define yourself as having? I am a plain Jane. When it comes to clothing, you can ask Wendy. She'll tell you. Like, I love the way she dresses, and I tell her, oh my god, dude, that's so cute. Yeah, I would love to or something like that, but I wouldn't feel comfortable in it. She'll be like, dude, yes you can, you know, you can wear it. But I'm just a plain Jane when it comes to like t-shirt and jeans and tennies. I have tons and tons of jeans and like 1 or 2 pairs of slacks. You know, I have like one dress in there, and I think the last time I wore a dress was on my wedding day, and that was like 3 years ago, and that if it were up to me, I would have worn jeans. So my favorite number, I don't have a favorite number. I can't give you that. 2 hobbies, I guess playing video games. I love video games. You know, I'm not all into like the Black Ops kind of thing, but I'll play video games like Mario, you know, Zelda, things like that, like fun things like that, like Mario Kart, things like that I can play with my kids. As much as I hate playing with my kids because they're like sore losers, oh my god, it's crazy. Like, I'm thinking to myself, I have no idea where you guys get that from. 2 pet peeves. I think with pet peeves, the only thing I can really say is that I don't like it when people don't let me finish my sentence before they start talking over me. And what I mean by that is, like, especially if it's like an argument or you're trying to prove a point and you just want to finish it, and then they just like right away start like, they cut you off and they're like, oh yeah, I already know what you're gonna say, and they just keep on. Like, I don't like that. That's just, I hate that. I don't have any other though. And then a guilty pleasure of mine, I don't really have one. Like, I don't, nope, can't think of one. I don't know. Maybe chocolate would be one? I don't know. I just don't personally have one, but other than that, guys, stay tuned, and we'll be coming up with some awesome stuff in the next few weeks. So but if you guys want to see anything or want to see different views on what we all have, just let us know on our channel, and we'll work on it. Alright, we'll talk to you later. Bye.